Oh, hey, welcome back to ZsToyBarn. Today, we're gonna fit this wheel well, figure out if I need to chop this off, and I don't know. Here we go. Alright, if you're new to us, here's my rusted 1975 Swiss cheese Camaro that had a huge hit to this side and a lot of crappy work. In the last episode, we very haggardly put this trunk drop in here very hastily. It's very ugly, but you know what, it works. And now we've got the wheel well, which I don't know. Oh God, I need to plate that. Something's got to happen there. We'll do that after wheel well's on. That's all I'm planning. But I honestly don't know if I have to have the inner rocker first, because I think it just meets up into here, and I don't know. So we're going to do something here real quick. We're going to grab. I'm going to put you right there. I think you can see. I don't know. Using my bibs. How's my bibs doing? Okay. Oh, this isn't nice. Oh no! This isn't easy to do by yourself, I'm just saying. Alright, here we go. Try this again. Put you in there. Slam that in. That hole lines up, kind of. Hey, stay where you're at. Take this self-tapper here. We're gonna, maybe, kind of. Yeah, okay, so this, that drill doesn't have enough oomph to it. Let's get something that actually is gonna work here. God, this place is a wreck. Stand fast. Oh yeah. That should have enough juice. I hope. Alright. One more time here. Let's see if we can't get that lined up with that hole. That should be something like that. God, this sucks. Doing this all by yourself. Come on, just fight it. There we go. I really don't know if you saw any of that. You may have. But let's take a look at this. Alright. So that hole kind of lines up. We set in there nicely. Trunk top. I don't know. I don't know if the that's supposed to line up or not. Probably is. I probably put that trunk drop in wrong. It's alright, I'll just and bend it. Let's go take a look. Who knows? I don't. Okay. Inner wheel well. Over. Can you see anything? I'm gonna assume. Maybe, kinda. Oh, Jesus. I about died there. I would have to assume that these supposed to match up. I don't know how we're gonna fandangle that. Cutting some steel here. I don't know. That. Oh boy. Yep. Well. I don't know. Shoo, if that's the case, we messed up. You know, we'll make it work. It doesn't really matter. Because we don't have the quarter panel, right? And we don't have the rocker. Anyway, we look at this. So this is probably a stupid episode to start, but we'll start it anyways. It's like a whole bunch of me jaw-jacking. I don't know. Yeah, see, this is... I think that hole's supposed to line up with that hole, to be honest with you. See, that hole with that hole. But how does that work with this here? I honestly think this is... I want to cut it off, kind of. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody tell me, please. All right, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll be back. I gotta go see time lapse. And we're back. That intro, which you saw, was probably 2 weeks or so ago. Maybe, I don't know. I got mad and I left. Normal fashion. I figured, well, I didn't do so good out in the woods this morning. Seen about, 8 deer, a little spike, a little sixer, nothing good though. Some doe. Anyways, besides the bloody point, I figured, well, I got some time, let's get out here and get this thing shot. So, you saw we were monkeying with this. Well, I think herein lies my problem with this. All right. First of all, this don't look right. I think this needs to be sitting in here. But as we can clearly see, one's not like the other one. Was this supposed to be bent out more? Is it supposed to be? I don't know. This is what I do. Let's take you over here. I do know. If we look down in this thing, you'll see right here, it goes down in, right? And that just kind of boop, boop, and it seam sealed the Jesus out of it. This doesn't touch the quarter, and it appears like it goes down and in. All right, here we got down and in. So if I had to guess, where's kosher here? And something is terribly wrong here. I don't know. I don't have a quarter because I'm cheap and I'm po, and I don't have a rocker either. And by the looks of it, if this sets in there right, I think the inner rocker kind of slides in there. I bent this. Oh, I bent that, didn't I? I did. I have to bend that back. Yeah, let me see how that goes. Pretty sure I bent that. Because I think that would go right back here. But that's all mangled back there. As let me grab the light so you can see. As you see, it's totally foobarred. I'll have to make a piece. Long and short of it, we'll stick some stuff together. I'd like to get this wheel well. Wheel well, inner fender, inner wheel well. Inner wheel tub. It's actually the outer wheel tub. It's out. That one's in. This one's out. Listen. Don't say a word. Just sit there and laugh, okay? Just laugh at my expense, would you? I know I'm special. And I know this thing's a rusted POS. Alright, I'm gonna probably turn on that time-lapse camera and monkey with this, kind of see what I can do. I don't know. I'm gonna unscrew it and fiddle fart around and we'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, I weld it in, it's wrong, and we make it work, right? Alright, time-lapse time. Alright, I'm gonna apologize in advance. This is gonna be a lot of talking, a lot of rambling, a lot of learning. Sometimes I don't use my brain, and we're sitting here fiddling around. Cut some stuff off it. The nice thing about metal, right, is you can always weld it back on. That's why working with wood blows. You cut it too short, you're screwed. You gotta throw it away, right? Metal, you whack it off, you're too short, pull out the old zip, 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 and we're done, back to business. So, you know, we cut some things off, we chucked them to the side. If we need them, we need them. If we don't, we don't. But anyways, so I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm like, how am I gonna figure out this, right? Because like I have no reference points anymore, nothing. I just know that sucker was spot welded on the whole way across here because this was all rotted and gone and it was foobar. And then I'm like, oh, duh, I have a plumb bob and I have a tape measure. All right, what are you doing with a plumb bob tape measure? Well, we got our nice little plumb bob, got our string, and down, all right? And what we'll do is we'll slide our tape measure in there, go off the spring, because this doesn't have to be perfect. Oops, sorry about that. We're gonna go off the string, and we're gonna come out and kind of get a measurement to the edge of this fender. Right, it's quarter panel, sorry. Because inside, it is tight up against that outer wheel well. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Fat count. Okay. So, somehow, some way, pull our tape measure out here. Boy, this is hard to do by yourself. Alright. Are we on our spring? Yeah. Alright, so we're on our spring. We're going to come over. I'm going to look down at that. And, where's that string lie? Right there. So that looks like it's 13. And and 13/16. Right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So 13 and 13/16. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna write that down. Right? So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna write this down. Oh no. All right. So we got 13 and 13/16. Right? And we know that mark is from right here out to here. So then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fandangle shangle somehow do, I don't know, we're gonna maybe put you in the hoodie there, yep. Chest camp. It's just a hole, right? It can be welded. And now we're gonna go ahead and all right. Oh, it's in. Huh. It's just stripped. Just stripped out. All right, here we go. Hopefully that didn't look too bad. All right. So now that doesn't hold at all because it's been stripped out, so on and so forth. But anyways, we got somewhat of a point. Now I know this might have to be a little bit further, might have to be in a little bit further, but we at least have a starting point. Yeah, I know, there's no plumb bob, there's no string. Again, rough. Bear with me. So, grab our tape measure here. Find our locator, which is our spring. And we're gonna come down and we're gonna look. And we're almost at 14. So where it sits, it's pretty close. So if I go ahead, put a couple more self-tappers in there, 2 at least, then from there, right, I can already see that, okay, so you got the gap there now from me Zeusing that piece out, but the piece was fighting us. The other question is this piece right here, right? So I just lop this off right here, and that'll probably give us our 3/16 or 4/16, which would be an 1/8, right? Yeah, maybe. Right? That would give us our piece because that's not sitting in there nice. We could probably, I don't know, beat it in, but over here, see our holes are close. So I'm gonna put a self-tapper here, I think. Send that one into there. And then over here, I'm gonna have to guess this goes into here. That gets kinda somewhat beat into there because this looks a little too far out, right? So we can always trim this. We can always trim this. We can always move around back here. Maybe get this side squared away first. All right. Now this hole and this hole don't line up. This is a repop, right? This is from Classic Industries. I'm gonna have to guess. While that's sitting in there, that's the back of the rocker. Okay, so the back of the rocker kind of sits there, I would assume. I'm gonna go over and take a peek see. Well, we can't take a peek see of the other one because all that was gone, and I just kind of boxed it in and welded it shut. You can look at this on the other side though. See if this is a smooth transition or if this kicks back further. I'm gonna imagine it's a smooth transition because that'd be kind of dumb if it wasn't to have that bump out and go. I'm not gonna film any of that. I've been talking for 7 minutes right here, plus another 7 minutes in the beginning, plus another 3. This is ridiculous. God, that's why nobody watches this stuff. All right, I'm gonna take a look-sees and then, yeah, be right back. All right. Forgot to, so you didn't get to see nothing. And, I figured it out though. All right. So your brain logically wants the holes to line up because the old holes lined up. Well, guess what? You're wrong. They don't line up. And just like I said before, you know, maybe I should have. But it's okay. It's all okay. You don't see this? We'll fix it. It'll be okay. Little guy will be all right. We'll just unbend that, Zeus it in, lay it down, and just beat it, and you know, maybe just gob weld some stuff here and seam seal. Anyways, here we have it, right? Oh, I don't know what happened there. There's a little thing over the thing. It just did a thing. We have it. We're gonna have to take the old body hammer and just smash it all on. But here's the fun part. Our measurement was chicken scratch 13 and 3/16. And our measurement off our spring, if I can hit the dang thing, is, I said 3/16, 13/16. Oh, look at that. We are so close. We're a 16th off. And I'll tell you what, good enough for government work, good enough for me. Ha-ha! So now what we're gonna do is I'll turn the time-lapse camera on. It's okay, buddy. We'll let you have some fun here. And then put some ear pro on. I'm gonna smack all this stuff back. Then I'm gonna grab a drill bit and slowly drill through just this. And just multiple areas, just the whole way across. Well, you know, you have a hole there, so that's nice. Maybe I'll start here, sand that up, and then bring the welder over and rosette weld everything in here, and then we'll figure this out, and then we'll call it a day. Because then at that point, I'll need to order the rocker, inside and outside rocker. Again, it's Pennsylvania and it's hunting season, and I like free meat. So we'll get to it when we get to it. We'll get it ordered. It may be a couple weeks, but we'll slowly get there. It'll be okay. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm wasting the internet and wasting your time, and nobody's gonna watch this shit later. Time lapse. right, time lapse probably wasn't the best. I was trying to do this stuff by yourself kind of sucks. I can't see the camera angles, but neither nor there. So, what? It's in. I did pull some measurements off the other side over to here, off the trunk drop down. It's spot on, by the way. Here we go. We got a nice transition. Yep, good. That piece there, you know, that we whacked off, we just crappily weld it back on, clean that up, maybe lay another piece in or seam seal, whatever have it. And then we just seam seal the living Jesus out of everything here. All right, well, I may knock it back a little bit more. And then we get over here and, oh crap. I didn't pay attention to where the lip was, and it goes inside of the wheel well. So we'll have to fill those in, because they all, I have that one there, but we'll weld that in later after I get a rocker in here and figure out where exactly it needs to go. Now, if I can find my tape measure, we'll pull it, double check it. If we're within, you know, 2/16, eighth, we'll call it good. And we are spot on, actually. Spot on, just about. It's about a 16th off, but I don't care. Neither should you if you're watching me and hoping that I'm right, but I'm not. If it's not right, it's not right. I'm not Chip Foose, man, or woman, or whatever. I'm not Chip Foose. I'm Z-Man, and this is as good as Z-Man can do. We're getting there. It's coming along. All right, it's coming along. We're getting there. We'll get some more bits. We'll get it on. Maybe it'll look like a car after winter. Maybe it won't. Because we still got to go inside and fix floor pan hole, pan over the hole over here, pull the wheels off. Maybe we'll get to some fun stuff. I don't know. Fun stuff like wiring and putting the engine in and transmission and, you know, the fun stuff. But besides the point, if I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out. So here's your inspiration for the day. It's in, it's holding. This had like a million rosette weld, spot welds in it from factory. It doesn't need it. That's what we have in there is good enough. It's solid. And then we'll seam seal it so it's sealed. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Just like down here. Just glob the living crap out of some seam sealer and self-leveling seam sealer in there, whatever, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. So, hey, if you made it this far into the rambling, into the chaos, thanks for watching. If this is the first thing you're seeing and you watch the whole way through, bless your soul. Go back and watch some more, I guess. See from the time this car was nice and pretty and yellow, and now we're here. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up, quit rambling. As always, you know, keep it to the floorboards, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Like, share, subscribe, maybe, if you're so inclined. If not, hey, that's cool. Just leave a comment, laugh, tell me I'm dumb. But anyways, see you guys later.